wants to pass. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Kill. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Looking to fire. Got his man. Good, solid tackle.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Quickly complete. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really...
Finding some room. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Escapes the pressure going right. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That's caught by Wesco. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Turning it on! And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Four wide receivers on 2nd and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. Brown will throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Running through contact. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's gonna get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt, unbelievable speed, and if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags, you know it's gonna count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Johnson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to Johnson. Got a little grass. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He caught it! Touchdown, Clemson! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Brown will throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Washington. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Mustang.
Brown wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hurricanes taking...
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the 2nd half, you take the 1st kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense, forcing the incompletion.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The short hands. It's Nimrod. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. Saw it on that play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this right.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Wants to throw it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. He picks it up, still on his feet. Open spaces. Inside the 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off the RPO, complete. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Pop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Brown will throw it. Dances away. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looks as if he's going to run it. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. Auburn lines up quickly. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up to throw. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
the great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. Nice catch for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll send the back in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the...
Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Quarterback making checks. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Keeps the play going. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fires to the wideout. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Finds his man. It's Kane. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Brown will throw it. Dumps it to the back. It's complete! Touchdown, Tigers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Tigers are back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One possession game, getting late, 1st order of business, just take... Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense. And
they've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Right back to the well. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it on the counter. Shakes off the defender. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground.
Makes a grab and room to run.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. The run inside. It's Davidson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll go to the air. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. And runs through another one. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.